We're essentially in this essay going to be reacting to reactions to Dune because obviously the trailer has dropped, and there have been some skeptics and some people, again, due to Warner Brothers and other factors, who have been slightly pessimistic if this will work. So we're going to listen to Mr. H and what he thinks of Dune and then react to his reaction.
That's good.
Only together can we stand a chance.
Holy mother of God. Bluer than blue.
It's time.
Me. What do you say to that? Wow. What do you say to that? The sense of scale is monumental. It is just massive. It is such a big film. He nails it. I really like Dune-Is. His sense of scale is just staggeringly good. He knows how to do it. What a great way to open this new marketing campaign. And that's fucking, look at that. This is what it should have been. This is what the first one should have been. This is, because this is what inspired Star Wars. This is Dune. This is what it should have been, guys. This is amazing. Look at the sense of scale and the drama. And the costumes, look at that. It's so good. And I was really down on these still suit costumes initially, but all of this is amazing. Just the Beast just killing people.
Well, mostly in agreement. I do agree that the aesthetics is insane. It just looks incredible. Clearly took a lot of care and time to get the images correct. But I also want to say a word about the sound design because that's also very precise. And apparently Hans Zimmer says he created entirely new instruments just to do the sound and music for Dune. Now, sound design and music are not the same thing. We only hear a little bit of the music, but in case you've heard the music in the background and why it sounds very weird, it's because of that Hans Zimmer has tried to use entirely new instruments that have never been created before to create the music. But the sound has been very well done and very precise, of the explosions, the sound of the sand, and so on and so forth. I'm agreeing mostly because from my own research, yes, a lot of what we see is real. These are real sets, these are real objects, these are real things. But although it sounds like a lot of money, 200 million only goes so far. So there is a lot of CGI, but the way it's employed is pretty hard to pick up. It's really not the ordinary CGI. So they took a lot of time and effort that when it is used, it's really fused into the real sets and into the real environment that they're in. Mostly in agreement that it does look epic. It's an epic movie on many ways, but don't be shocked if later you're able to spot some CGI manipulation here and there, but it's very well done. It's not the usual things because I can look at something like Titanic and I can show people like, yeah, that's a CGI shot. See this little outline right here? That's the CGI. So this is really just a little small boat, but they shot it in a way that makes it look really, really big. I'm not sensing that at all with Dune. If they've used it, they're really using it in a way I can't detect. But I would suspect in certain places they're doing a very clever job of integrating the models and CGI in a way that it looks very seamless, but it is there. But again, mostly on board. It really, really, really is amazing. It looks incredible. I think they did a fantastic job overall. So this is going to, at the very least, if what you're honing in on is how visually it looks astonishing. And I'm going to be very interested because, again, there's some also things they're doing with the sound effects. They don't have it at the trailer, but people went to the IMAX. They sort of have heard how Paul uses his powers and apparently uses in a very unique way. They're going to be manipulating sounds. So mostly on board. Despite Warner Brothers messing up many things, what Legendary and Dune has done is incredible on so many scales and so many levels. It's going to be, at the very least, a very well done movie. Is it going to be one of the best movies of all time? We shall see. I still think the Snyder Cut, to me, is a 9 out of 10, so it's going to be hard to top that, especially because Snyder has 4 hours, and they've deliberately cut the running time to 2.5 hours, but I'm going to be very confident we're going to get an incredible story, nevertheless. So, most in agreement, but I would say, yeah, watch out that you don't go too far with the models and the scale. Most of it is real, but some of it was definitely CGI manipulation. But it's very well done. All right, this has been a reaction to the reactions to Dune. Thank you for listening.